Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Chaz Seen on TV. That's right, I said Chaz Seen on TV. Alright, today I'm going to start bringing you some of my old clips from when I was on TV. So the first episode I'm going to bring you when I wrestled with Ed Robinson at the Global Dome, GWF. It was on ESPN. Seems like yesterday, but it was a few years ago. Back when I was young and pretty. I know I'm not young and pretty anymore, but hey, it is what it is. We all have to grow up and get older and that kind of stuff. So, like I say, I'm gonna bring about as many matches as I can find. I'm gonna try to bring you some color commentary and kind of input. I'll be behind the camera. I'm gonna first introduce the video of who I'm wrestling with, and then I'm gonna hit play, and you'll hear me behind the camera as the video's playing, doing some color commentary, as you'll get my feedback and everything as things are going on, and I'll give you some stuff behind the scenes comments as things were going on and progressing and stuff like that. So people around Texas knew me at this time here, but people that came in, like some of the promoters and commentators and some of the workers from up north, came down to Texas at the Global Dome and really didn't know who I was, didn't know a lot of Texas talent, and they soon found out that there was talent everywhere, just like I found out when they came here. So without further ado, I'm gonna roll that beautiful bean footage, and hope you love it.
Play.
Chaz, the puppy man from Los Angeles, California, going against Ed Robinson in our first match in the Global Light Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Craig Johnson along with Scott Hudson to call all the action. And we're going to see some of the high flyers and the speed burners. 237 pounds the limit.
That's exactly right, Craig, and that's something that's not very evident in this match because both of these men are light heavyweights in the truest sense of the word. But in the GWF, we have raised the lowest or the highest weight, if you will, of the light heavyweight division. No longer is it 224 pounds. It has been for the past several decades. You can be anywhere up to 236 pounds to be in the light.
237. 237 was the thing I was given right before today's tournament.
237 pounds. That's something new. That's going to allow a bunch of new wrestlers in the light heavyweight tournament that may not have been light heavyweights in other federations.
Look, let me say that very quickly. Not necessarily new wrestlers to you fans at home, but new wrestlers to the light heavyweight ranks, like Chaz Taylor and Iceman King Parsons.
Two wrestlers you certainly haven't seen wrestle in light heavyweight divisions recently there will be in this tournament.
Now let's get to the action in the ring. Chaz with the elbow flying into Ed Robinson in the corner. Robinson reverses. Chaz goes over the top, goes over to the other side. The flying cross body block. Count of one, count of two by Rick Manning.
This Chaz is a good-looking youngster, Craig. Obviously, he spends a lot of time in the gym. He's a junior heavyweight. What can we tell you? He's a light, coming in at 200 pounds even tonight, I think, Craig. Really having a great time over there. The fans love him. The women love him. He's a popular light heavyweight here in the GWF.
He held a regional light heavyweight championship in the southern Texas area. A title that, as a matter of fact, he still holds. Going to work on the left arm of Ed Robinson is Chaz. We've seen some fast action already. I am confident our very capable camera crew can keep up with these guys, but this will be the toughest test they've had.
Well, after that television title tournament, Craig, which was
Little
so
inside
successful
suplex.
and so exciting, this light heavyweight championship tournament is going to be leaps and bounds better, if that's possible, because these men really get in there and fly high and work extra hard, because it's like being number two in a corporation. You're number two, you're a light heavyweight, so you try harder, and these men really do.
Well, I want to talk, but I don't want to talk over the commentator. So,
A little bit upset
you know.
with the tactics of Chaz, although there's been nothing really to be upset about. Robinson just doesn't like to be considered on the losing end of things. Now going to business here with the variation on the sleeper hold. A rear chinlock putting pressure on the back of the head, and now tries to convert it into a full sleeper.
Yeah, that's kind of schooling in the ring. His trainer didn't really, I don't know, teach him to move right, and I had to teach him during the match. I guess.
All the blood circulation, so give Ed Robinson credit. That little medical research there to put into sleep earlier doesn't look like it's working here, though, Greg.
But the fans really getting behind Chaz as he locks him to sleeper on Ed Robinson. Robinson down to the canvas, struggling, trying to keep his wits about him. Chaz trying to put him to sleep, and Robinson using perhaps the 4-inch height advantage.
Oh.
Takes advantage of it there.
That didn't tickle.
Ran Chaz right into the corner, and Chaz now really hurting. Ed Robinson taking advantage, and Chaz is really in a bad way now. As Robinson just like that took the momentum away from the good-looking purple-clad youngster.
2, 3. Robinson absolutely trying to throw out the rule book here, and now he throws.
That's not cool. He gave me a wedgie.
Well, I guess that may very well be the day that he throws out Robinson. I don't know if it was trash day in his house or not. But Chaz says, Mr. Robinson, you're going to come this way. I'm going to give you a little present for your effort. Chaz sending Robinson back into the ring. Chaz a little bit dazed. Robinson takes advantage, being the first man to his feet, the forearm to the back.
We don't know an awful lot about Ed Robinson, but he looked quite impressive against Chaz, as you said earlier, Craig. Chaz has held a couple of regional light heavyweight titles, so he is experienced in this line of wrestling. We don't know a lot about Ed Robinson, but he certainly is really handy to this regional champion in there, Chaz. Give Robinson a lot of credit.
Robinson may not have any gold around his waist, but right now he's trying to take a little bit of the precious middle possibilities away from Chaz. Chaz going for the headline. Bulldogs and straight down.
Yeah, I know that wasn't really pretty. Almost got away from me.
But is getting the best of Robinson. Oh, trying to go for the back.
Sandbagging on the
Robinson trying to
backdrop.
fight out of it. Chaz still got him over top. Comes down with the elbow. And Chaz picks up Robinson. That might be a mistake.
Chaz
Obviously it wasn't.
He's really winning in there, Craig. You can tell that both of these men really spin physically under these hot television lights.
He goes up
Yeah, those
to the
lights
top.
were kind of hot.
Would be the Chaz